I thought our defense, especially in the third, that basically won us the game. Getting them off the line and not fouling them and then getting the rebound.
Franz, how difficult was what you did tonight on both ends of the court, and how were you able to find a way down the stretch to lift your team in those last two layups?
Yeah, obviously they're a really good team. I thought our effort was great all night again. I thought we didn't, start the first half great and then ended it pretty bad too. And, showed a lot of poise in that third to, hold a really good team to 11 points.
Talk a little bit more about that third quarter. It's been a struggle throughout the series so far to come out after the way you guys struggled to end the second quarter and put the clamps on defensively. What does that say about this team's resilience and focus in this kind of a game and in this series?
Yeah, I thought we showed a lot of character. Stuck together in that third, and then found a way to win the game.
Paolo, how would you best describe the performance that Franz had tonight?
I would say really gutsy. He was locked in from start to finish on both sides of the ball. It was just being ultra aggressive on both sides of the floor.
Paolo, how proud do you feel of the way that the team fought tonight under playoffs pressure? And for Franz, going to the locker room on that second half, and what was the mindset coming back from the halftime to came back aggressively and be out with a W tonight?
I would say I'm definitely proud of the team. We knew coming back down 2-0, we was going to have to, do whatever we could to get this game and give ourselves a chance to tie it up 2-2. So just proud of, how we didn't allow, some of their runs and some of their plays that they made, affect us. And we just kept playing and got the win.
Paolo, they were able to come back there in the fourth quarter, kind of another back and forth affair. Boston's going to make those runs, but to get the stops at the end, to get the shots at the end, what does that say about this team and its resilience to fight them off, in down the stretch?
Yeah, like I said, it was just a gutsy win. Like you said, we knew they were gonna make a run, and they did. But towards the end, we just made enough plays, I think, defensively and offensively, to keep them at arm's length and be able to, hold them off.
Hey, Franz and Paolo, this is for both you guys. What did you guys do that slowed down Boston's bigs? They didn't get much production from their bigs.
Yeah, I think obviously we switched a ton. They got really good shooters. Get them off the line, and then I thought especially in the second half, I thought we did a better job rebounding the ball. And just try to make it tough on them, not let them get too close to the rim, and like I said, then box out.
So, both of you guys, is it a matter of just having experience of the first two games? What went wrong? What mistakes you made? You correct. You keep moving and pushing on. Plus the energy of the home crowd that pushed you over to get this first win tonight.
Yeah, I think, we felt how the first two games went, kind of figure out what went wrong for us in the first two games and just wanted to adjust and come out in this, game three and, throw the first punch and then be ready for them to throw the next punch and be able to take that and handle that. So I think we did a good job of that. We came out the locker room locked in, going down 10 at half. Cutting into that lead right away was big, and then being able to kind of pull away in that second half and then hold them off at the end.
Franz, kind of going back earlier on an earlier question, Paolo just mentioned that you guys came out of the locker room really locked in. What was the mentality? What was the mood like at halftime as you guys went in before that Boston run?
Yeah, obviously backs against the wall. We wanted to make sure we come out playing harder than them. And, like I said, I thought, especially on defense, they hit that first three, and then after that, they didn't score for a while. So I thought we were really locked in, had great energy. And usually when we play defense like that, that's when we, get out and run and get a couple easy ones in transition as well. And No, that's why the third was 11-24.
Paolo, how did Drew Holiday's absence change the game at all?
I wouldn't say it really changed the game at all, honestly. They kind of play the same way, regardless who's in the lineup. So I didn't really notice anything totally different.
Tonight was another physical and scrappy game, just both sides of the ball, like it's been all series. Just what can you say about the physicality that you guys have been imposing, both sides of the ball, and just how much are you guys embracing that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it suits our team, our playing style. I feel like we play like that all year, and I feel like whoever is the aggressor for a longer time in the game, wins the game in this series. So hopefully we can come out with that same mentality on Sunday.
Franz, when they pulled to within 91-91, it's a tie game, and you went right at Porzingis for those two layups. What are you seeing right there? What are you feeling? What's the moment like for you?
Yeah, I mean, they switch a ton as well. I feel like that was a good matchup for us. And once that first one went in, end of the game, it's a little slower, and you're just kind of looking for any advantage. So, I feel like it was good that we went right back to it.
Franz, how difficult is it to adjust to being a true two-way player, to not only do what you did on offense tonight, but to also spend so much time guarding people like Tatum and Brown?
Yeah, I feel like obviously you got to be in good shape. But I think in the playoffs it comes down to who wants to win more, and not every possession matters. And I take a lot of pride in playing both sides. So whatever the team needs me to do, I want to help out however I can.
For either of you guys, what kind of lift did you get from Anthony Black tonight?
Yeah, I think he just boosted our team with his intensity on defense, his aggressiveness guarding the ball. I think he set the tone when he got those two straight steals in the backcourt. Those are big plays in the playoffs, tone-setting plays for the whole team. So that's just what we ask out of him, and he did a great job of stepping up to the challenge.
For both you guys, you guys have delivered for this team, all year last year. I was just wondering, what was your mentality for both of you coming in tonight? Your leadership mentality, knowing that you don't want to go down 0-3.
Yeah, I think obviously come out aggressive and make sure that everybody's in a good mindset. Come back home down 2 games. Still play our game, still be confident, and like I said, I thought we were the more aggressive team tonight, and I think we had a good confidence about our group, so we need that again on Sunday.
Everyone good? One more. Last one. Paolo, talking about the fans tonight, I see in touch with the fans. Talk to us about the fans tonight, about the energy here in the Kia Center, and what's going to be the mindset for Game 4.
Yeah, the fans was great. They showed up tonight. And, yeah, I mean, we fed off their energy all night. We've been doing that, past 2 years in the playoffs, feeding off them at home. So definitely going to need them for Game 4, try and get the tie.